The time is 12 noon on this Wednesday afternoon, September 6th, 2017. It's time now for the Peter Channel News Report on this Wednesday afternoon, September 6th, 2017. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Peter J. Wiggins. It is 12 noon on this Wednesday afternoon, and our top story in Peter Channel News Report on this Wednesday afternoon is Hurricane Irma slams Caribbean Islands as it heads towards Puerto Rico. The latest letting report on Hurricane Irma, 18.2 to the north, 64.0 to the west. Moving west-northwest at 16 miles an hour. Movement minute pressure, 92 millibars. Back to the same winds, 185 miles an hour. I potentially catastrophic. Cat 5. Hurricane Irma closing in on the Virgin Islands. Hurricane Irma nears Puerto Rico as Floridians brace for possible direct impacts. In other news, the ACA reaction shows how immigration has become a limitless test for Democrats. Schumer and Pelosi offered Democrat votes for Harvey A. paired with a short-term debt limit act. Tiger shot and killed after running loose a neighborhood attacking dog. Fisher to step down in mid-October as fade vacancies mount. In D.C., white evangels at a limited 1%. UK tells business to train Britons in Brexit migrant clampdown. UN panel faults Syria's military for chemical attack. Women gets caught in window. Let's skip that. By land, river, and sea, Ranga makes her escape from Myanmar. Kentucky could become the only state without a clinic that performs abortions. Liberal group targets North Dakota senators on day of Trump text speech. Hurricane Irma hit the Caribbean and Seacoast Islands Wednesday to the roofs off homes and buildings as residents seek protection from the Category 5 storm. Tropical storm Jose gained a little strength Wednesday in the Atlantic Ocean is forecast to become a hurricane by later today, the National Hurricane Center said. Hundreds of people come to pay tribute to murdered journalist activist Gary Lankish on Wednesday to Bengaluru, India. Pope Francis departed the Vatican Wednesday for a 5-day international peacemaking trip to Colombia. Russian President Vladimir Putin said would never recognize North Korea as nuclear weapon state. A United Nations report has found that Syrian government responsible for a sarin gas attack that killed dozens in April. U.S. trade gap widened by less than forecasted Evan Harvey. T-Mobile giving Netflix free the family plan on unlimited subscribers. Hack attack on energy company raises sabotage fears. Luxury rivals Karen and LVMH joined inside Zero. Mall crackdown. Alright, looking at Dow, the stock up the Dow at 54.11 points at 21,807.42. SP 5 up 4.53 at 2462.38, and Nasdaq down 54 cents at 6375.03. And a mermaid crossed the Dolphin U.S. on Wednesday. A look at the Voyager's best moments that acclates 40 years in space. Massive black hole found in low considered Milky Way. Boy whose heart stopped after about a heart dog was found in a rare condition. HPV researchers plan to win prestigious Lasker Medical Awards. Beer Jello News Time. 12:03 on this Wednesday afternoon. It's time now for Sports Report. Plus, the Red Sox will be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in Finale 3-game series at Fenway Park. Game time 7:10 p.m. Norton Lancers girls soccer will have an opening game at Norton High against Belknap Blackhawks. Game time 3:30. Mike Mann said cops drew guns on him for being a black man in the wrong place at the right time. Boston Red Sox use Apple Watch to steal signs against the Yankees. The Seahawks defense is scaring teams once again, and Tom Brady didn't have a concussion until 16 Oakland investigation. Peter Channel News Time is 12:04 on this Wednesday afternoon. It is time now for Traffic and Transit Report. Baby! Let's study off on the MBTA where the subway, commuter rail, and the ferries, they are all looking at. Okay, look at the highways and byways of New England. Route 6 to the westbound side. Little slow between Barnstable and Sagamore Bridge. Route 6 to the eastbound side. Little to the Barnstable stretch. 7 Expressway on both ends, a little slow between Boston and Braintree. 93, a little slow between Boston, downtown Boston. 128 on the northbound side, so between Dedham and Needham. 128 is southbound side, little slow between Twain Wharf and the Mass Pike. 128 is southbound side, also Woburn stretch. 93 at the northbound side. It's slow for the North Andover stretch. 485, slow between Harryville and Newburyport. Central Western Massachusetts highways off. Looking good. And Route 90 eastbound side. Little slow for the Middletown stretch. And Vermont North Rainy highways off. Looking good. Peter Chill News Time. 12:05 on this. Wednesday afternoon, it's time now for a weather report, and looking at radar, and it shows a line, heavy band of showers and thunderstorms stretching the line from Western Cape from Wareham and Hyannis, stretching up the Boston Harbor and stretching down Merrimack from Newbury, but it's switched all the way down to Lawrence and Lowell and down to Pepperell, raining lightly from Beverly down to Hudson, and going up north. Raining heavily around between Derry, Hampton, and west of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and raining from New Hampshire and up to the southern and central portion of Maine as bands of showers and storms around Biddeford and Scarborough and around Portland, Maine. And raining heavily around east of Augusta and west of Waterville, and it's all headed towards the northeast. And we got into a quick downpour and thunderstorm activity about an hour ago, and now the skies are broken up, and to the south of us, a lot of showers and storms south of Long Island, and one's going to be headed towards the northeast, another's going to be in the north, and another's going to go to the north. And another one is headed towards this look. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. And we have a flash flood watch until late tonight. Portion of Massachusetts right now, including the following areas in Massachusetts, Boston, Bristol, Essex, Middlesex, Norfolk, Plymouth, Suffolk, and Worcester. In Rhode Island, Bristol, Kent, Newport, Providence, and Washington for late tonight. Periods of showers and events thunderstorms are expected for tonight with the pockets of localized strength to rainfall. Early rainfall rates of 1 to 2 inches per hour will be possible when the strongest storms, which may lead to some localized flash flooding if storms train over the same areas. The main concern at the time is mainly urban type flash flooding for tonight. Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. But this afternoon showers with possibly thunderstorms. Some of the storms could produce gusty winds and heavy rain. United States 7 degrees, south about 9 miles an hour, gust high 25 miles an hour, chest pitch is 8%. New rain amounts between the temporary day, check amounts possible thunderstorms for tonight. Showers and thunderstorms. Some storms produce heavy rain, patch back after midnight. Lawrence 63 degrees, up about 8 miles an hour, gust high 20 miles an hour, chest pitch is 8%. New rain amounts between 3/4 1 inch possible. Thursday, showers likely rain between 4 8 a.m. Patch back before 10 a.m. west, mostly gust about 74 degrees, and west about 3 to 6 miles an hour, chest pitch is 6%. New pitch about between 1/4 inch possible for Thursday night. Patch back after 5 a.m. west. Puck loss about 51 degrees and west about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Friday, patch back before 7 a.m. west. Sites about 74 degrees and west about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Friday. Puck loss about 30 degrees for Saturday. Most of Sunday, puck loss about 6 and about 48 degrees. Sunday, most of Sunday, most coast about 70 to about 30 degrees. Monday, Sunday, most coast about 70 for about 52 degrees. And for Tuesday, skies about 75 degrees. Currently in Norton, it's now partly cloudy, and it is 73 degrees, humidity of 95%, and that's going to be it for the Peter Channel News Wilderness. September 6th, 2017, on a Wednesday afternoon. Peter J. Wednesday, you have a good afternoon and good positive attitude, and I'll see you for an evening report following the Norton Lancers, Bellman Blackhawks girls soccer game. Hope you have a good afternoon. Go Lancers!